UT administration is planning to organize international cycling event this year in Ladakh at Leh. So the vision and the concept of Honorable LG UT Ladakh is that we should promote Ladakh as a ultimate sporting destination, because everybody knows Ladakh has a very different and difficult terrain, and do cycling activity in this kind of terrain and at this altitude, it itself a challenge, and it is challenge to cyclists all over the world. So we want to promote Ladakh as an ultimate cycling destination across the world. And in this regard, this is our first step. Ladakh Police has collaborated with International Cycling Association and Cycling Federation of India. And in association with both of them, we are going to organize a mountain biking World Cup event in September of this year at Leh, in which some international important cyclists will participate, as well as the national cyclists will also participate. And to make this event kind of participative, we will organize another cycling event in association with this mountain bike World Cup, in which anybody can participate. So we are working on that. So we will work out the schedule and all that, and then we will let you know. But the concept is that to take Leh to at the level where it is recognized all over the world as a ultimate cycling destination. Our ultimate aim, the aim of UT administration is that we should promote Leh in such a way that like the international races, let's say for example Tour de France is famous, so we should be able to take Ladakh to that level. Of course, it is a long journey. It will take a lot of hard work. It will take a lot of planning. But I believe this is the first step we are taking in that direction. I am thankful to UCI. I am thankful to CFI for their cooperation and associating with UT administration for organizing this cycling event. And we think this will be a grand success. We will get lot of international coverage, and Leh will be on the map of international cycling circuit.
COVID situation is quite unprecedented. So conducting the event in the September, won't it be a challenge to?
Yeah, it will be of course challenge. Whatever COVID SOP will be there, that we will follow.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Khandare, to receiving us, to having these nice words about the event, about the collaboration. So we were happy to be very well received in Leh in the last days. It's a real honor to have the fantastic meeting yesterday. So we share it a lot about the goals and the big challenges for Leh Ladakh for the future. As organizer of the World Cup Eliminator, we are very pleased and we are very sure to open these new chapters like India, because it's the first World Cup we will held on the soil of India, and for sure it's an honor to be in Leh Ladakh. Ladakh to work here because it's challenging. We are on a high altitude, and I think it's also a big challenge for the big international riders. So we will make a big show from the race on the 4th of September here in the city center of Leh, with a lot of international riders and a lot of Indian riders. So it will be very high performance in sporting. It's the highest level we can bring here is World Cup. There is nothing higher than World Cup. So it's also very big excitement to bring it to the center, because you will have, as Mr. Khandare say, the picture of Leh will be super important for the world to show what's Leh. Therefore, we chosen to organize the race in the city center, that we see the real picture of the city with the monastery and the palace and everything, that we see, that we feel that we are on a different place. Very important is that we will show the world also the local cultures. It's super important if we show the race here in Leh, that it's something different than all the other races we organize around the world. So it's fantastic to have the Indian chapter on the calendar, because it was very challenging. So now they are there for 3 years, so that's it's established for the future. And we are looking so much forward to come here with the circus of the Eliminator World Cup mountain bike to Leh, with all the guys from all over the world. We are coming straight from Indonesia to India to race, and then the next step will be Paris, so will be also a big race. So it's fantastic to see the name of Leh Ladakh in between Paris and Barcelona and all the big cities in Europe and around the world. So we are looking so much forward, and looking so much forward to see the sharing crowd of the enthusiast people of Ladakh around the track for high level racing.
What a process it is, and when will it start?
So the registrations will open now in the coming days. It's a preview that next week the registrations will open. So all registrations are going over the website of citymountainbike.com. There you have registration, and there all the riders from all over the world register. And then it's done. Then they are in the start list immediately. Everything is automatically, and you see, and you can follow everything on the website. You see every day the difference in the changements in registration. So it's super easy to do it.
India is quite a big country. Why only Ladakh when it is organizing for the first time in India? So why you choose Ladakh?
I didn't choose Ladakh, and to be honest, we had a good collaboration with Sachin, and Sachin had the fantastic collaboration and the good contacts with Ladakh police. So that's the way we had. I was really immediately in love with the synergy of the city. I think for us it's also a cultural and a part of education for my riders as well. We have a young crowd of riders, and we show them the world, because I travel all days around the world with my young riders. And I think this can be an exponent of exposure even for city marketing to bring the city in the picture of the world. So that's the reason why we are today in Ladakh. Of course, they can participate for sure. The more, the better. So it's very simple. They can register on the platform of CFI, take a license for competition, who is not high level demanding to have this license. Something I have to mention, what's very important to have this license and why riders need this license on international races is just a question of assurance. Because in the license they receive from CFI, there is an assurance included. So, and that's very important to know as well. It's not for nothing you take a license, but then in this way you can participate. Even if you never participated in a race, and you take this license, you can participate here in Leh.
Earlier also we organized two versions of Ladakh Ultimate Cycling Challenge, and where maximum local participants were involved, they were promoted. One task of the UT administration in organizing this kind of event is that local talent in cycling should be promoted. So we would definitely like to promote the local cyclists. We would like to promote their participation so that they also get the international exposure. They also get to know how the international races are conducted. So the local, participation is very important. Even UCI has this point, wherever they go, they encourage the local participation. So it is a kind of cultural exchange also between the international riders and local riders. You get to know each other. You get to know about the level of difficulty in an international race, format of an international race. So there will be a lot of exposure to the local cyclists, and we will be definitely promote the participation of local cyclists. And in this way, we want to find out the local talent also, which can be nurtured over the period for national and international races.
Sir, is it only for this year or will it happen in future also?
We want to have this a long-term engagement with International Cycling Federation. Format may change. This time it is a city mountain bike. Next year we may change the format and all that. But we are committed in having a long-term association with International Cycling Association.
Is UT supporting any?
This is the initiative of UT only.
No, sir. I mean to say, to the cyclists, are you giving any cycles?
That haven't been decided yet, but it can be worked out. As we discuss this topic into detail, and we discuss with the local cyclists. There is a local cycling association also. We will take them on board also. The local cycling association will be part of this event. So we will discuss with them. So whatever issue comes up, we will sort it out accordingly.
Sir, two short questions. Ladakh lacks infrastructure. So what sort of infrastructure will be developed for the sport events? And number two, will there be any age limit for the participants?
Where will be
Age
limit for the participants?
So, very clear. For us, it's very easy to go and travel because we create the tracks. Okay, it's not for us. It's not a case if we come somewhere in the world, even if it's flat or very hill, it doesn't matter because we create the track. It's only 500 meters, so it's very easy building. It's very easy modifying to make the spectacle. It's very important because after all the experience we have in the last 15 years, so the obstacles we built, it's really top level because we share with the local organizer as well all the draws that everything is really on the highest level for an international race. And that's also important to have it because there will be a UCI commissar attended here on the race on the 4th September in Leh as well. And this guy is just flying over just to make control that all the international standards are respected. Then on the other side, we are super exceptional in our format of racing. We brought, for the first time in racing, the junior category, the U23 category, and the elite category in one race. So that means in the highest level racing World Cup, all riders from plus 17 can participate. That's the age levels.